Word to your mother, boys and girls. It's your boy Sniper Wes coming at you here from the oddsbreakers.com on Saturday, September the 28th, 2024, with some more free plays for you guys here today. I'm going to give you 3 college football plays. They all go off later if you want to get them in, so plenty of time. I'm going to give you Air Force, Wyoming, Utah, Arizona, and Cincinnati and Texas Tech. Once again, my name is Sniper Wes. You can find me over at the Sniper Picks on X, and like and subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. It does help my analytics a lot. I would recommend going over to the Odds Breakers. Tons of stuff over there. They have a podcast, free picks, articles, tons of free stuff over there at the website if you want to check it out. Theoddsbreakers.com is where you want to be. So let's go ahead and get to these free plays because I know that's why you're here today. And sun's out, guns out. I hope you're doing something fun this weekend. So let's go ahead and start with Air Force and Wyoming. I like the under 33.5 tonight. So Air Force is 1-2. Wyoming is 0-4. What's funny about these two teams? Neither one of them have covered a spread yet. They're both 0 for. Wyoming, they haven't covered in 4 games, and Air Force has not covered in 3 games. Air Force just lost to San Jose State. They got blown out by Baylor 31-3 last week. Wyoming, they get blown out by everybody. They're just a terrible team. But, they hung tough versus Idaho, but Idaho's an FCS team, and it's just they even lost to them, so it's pretty bad. They're in a bad state right now. But the total here is 33.5. It might be the lowest total on the day. I haven't checked the Iowa total. Those are always pretty low, although Iowa's offense is up this year. But 33.5, I think it's justified because these teams, they can't score. Air Force, they scored 10 points versus FBS teams in 2 games, and Wyoming, 38 points in 3 FBS matchups. So I think points are at a premium here. Air Force, they've gone under in all 3 of their games this year, and it's because they can't score, right? I just think it's an ugly, non-eventful, boring game. I think it's something like a 17-14 final. I'm going to take the over between Air Force and Wyoming, under 33.5. Also like Utah minus 8.5 over Arizona. So, Utah, they're in the Big 12 now, and they are 4-0. They're 1-0 in the Big 12 on the year. But they did beat Oklahoma State, if you remember last week. They beat them 22-19. And remember, Cam Rising was out, right? Isaac Wilson was in due to Cam Rising's injury. And if you didn't know, Isaac Wilson's actually the younger brother of Zach Wilson in the NFL, who is a bust of a quarterback. But, Utah was very physical versus Okie. And I like them here regardless of who starts, whether it's Rising or Wilson. I think that they're going to show up. I think that Wilson showed enough grit last week. And Utah, they're just the far more dominant team. Arizona did beat Utah last year, if you remember, 42-18. So Utah does have big revenge from that blowout loss last November. I will say it's a little scary because the line's headed toward Arizona, but that's probably because of the quarterback news. But I don't care. I don't care who plays quarterback here. I like Utah minus 8.5. Might be worth noting, maybe check who's starting before you place the bet. But I like I like Utah minus the points, no matter who's in a quarterback for the Utes. Also like Cincinnati and Texas Tech over 59.5. So this line's been heading towards Cincinnati all week. DraftKings actually had it at 5, believe it or not. It's all the way down at 3 at most shops. Both teams are 3-1. Cincy comes in off a 34-0 win over Houston. And, Houston's just terrible. But this is the first matchup ever between these two programs. And Texas Tech, they did beat ASU 30-22 last week. They blew out North Texas 66-21 before that. One thing that Texas Tech does, they throw the ball. They're number 1 in the country, 45 passing attempts per game, so they're going to put it in the air. Texas Tech's defense is pretty average. It's not great. It's not terrible, but they do give up 280 passing yards a game. So, both these teams are going to put it up in the air. I like the over here. When you have that many passing attempts, it really favors the over because you're either going to get chunk yardage, right, or incomplete passes, which will stop the clock, or turnovers, right, which can help the over if they go back the other way. So I think it's going to be a shootout here. I like a lot of points, and I like the over 59.5 between Cincinnati and Texas Tech. Let's go ahead and recap. I like Air Force, Wyoming, under 33.5. I like Utah minus 8.5 over Arizona. And I like Cincinnati, Texas Tech over 59.5. And that's going to be your free play video today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you do enjoy it. Going to be doing a show with Loud Esmond at about 4:15 Pacific, 7:15 Eastern if you want to check it out. It's on the Winners and Winers YouTube channel. It'll be a live show. We're going on with another bookmaker as well to discuss all of the events in college football for the day. I'm actually doing a podcast with Loud tomorrow from Ontario, California, from an indoor soccer arena, which should be a lot of fun too. We're going to talk about the NFL. But anyway, I am Sniper Wes. Find me at the Sniper Picks on X, and please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It does help my analytics. I will see you guys later on the podcast, or I'll see you tomorrow here with some free plays for the NFL. Until then, have a great weekend and peace out.